Welcome, all you sports fanatic and WWE fans. Welcome to my show. This is Tim Reynolds' show, and we're reviewing WrestleMania 40 weekend. That's right, everybody. We're going to go over all the matchups for you on the show today and tell you what happened for this crazy, awesome WrestleMania weekend, y'all. WrestleMania 40 was this past weekend, Saturday and Sunday shows, so we're going to go ahead and go over those for you guys. First one was Rey Mysterio as he was teaming up with Andrade, and his team was facing off against Santos Escobar and Rey's son, Dominic Mysterio. In this particular matchup, it was back and forth, but at the end of it all, you actually had two Eagles players. One just retired, Jason Kelsey, and the other one, Lane Johnson, came in luchador masks and were actually able to help Rey's team out, and they were able to get the victory over Dominic Mysterio's team, which is awesome because I love seeing Rey beat his son at WrestleMania. It's the second year in a row, so good for you, Rey. Next up was the team of Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Jade Cargill as they were in a 6-woman tag team match against the team of Damage Control, which is Dakota Kai, Asuka, and Kairi Sane. Really good matchup for everybody, but the team of Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Jade were able to come out on top in this one and get the victory. And then another one coming up on the day one of WrestleMania was the 6-pack ladder match challenge. 6 teams head in for the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championships. As they're hanging above the ring, we find out you have a set of the Raw Tag Team titles, then you have the set of the SmackDown Tag Team titles, and your objective is to pull these tag team titles down in order for you to become champion. So what ended up happening was we had 2 new sets, 2 new teams become tag team champions in this match, as all the teams that were involved was the defending champs, the Judgment Day, Damian Priest and Finn Balor versus Awesome Truth, The Miz and R-Truth. Then you had DIY, Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa. And also you had the New Day, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, New Catch Republic, Pete Dunne, and Tyler Brett versus A-Town Down Under, which was Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Now, your new SmackDown Tag Team Champions are them, A-Town Down Under, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. They were able to pull down the SmackDown Tag Team Championships and then were pretty much eliminated from the matchup right after that as they get put through a ladder and a table, and pretty much the next team that was able to get the Raw Tag Team Championships was Awesome Truth. So the Miz and R-Truth are your Raw Tag Team Champions, with A-Town Down Under being your SmackDown Tag Team Champions. So tough matchup for Damian Priest and Finn Balor for them to be able to actually defend their titles in this matchup. The odds were stacked against them, so it doesn't surprise me at all that they weren't able to keep the titles. And then also we had brothers facing up for the 3rd time ever at WrestleMania as Jimmy Uso, no yeet, faced it off against Jey Uso, yeet. That's right, man. Jey Uso smacked the yeet out of Jimmy as Jey was able to get the victory over his brother Jimmy in this matchup. I think this was one of the favorite ones by the fans anyways. The crowd was really getting into it, and I really enjoyed watching this one too. And not only that, we had the Women's World Heavyweight Championship match as Rhea Ripley was able to defend her championship against Becky Lynch. An epic matchup for these ladies. Really awesome entrances for both of them, and it ended up being a very good match with Rhea Ripley able to get the pin on Becky Lynch and defend her championship. And then we also had the Intercontinental Championship as Gunther had to defend his title against the challenger Sami Zayn. Now Gunther is the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time, so Sami really had the odds stacked against him in this one, but he was able to pull off the huge upset and was able to get the victory over Gunther, and now Sami Zayn becomes your new Intercontinental Champion. So congratulations to Sami on that one. And then to cap off night 1 of WrestleMania, we had the greatest tag team match of all time as Seth freaking Rollins went one-on-one, or went with his team, Cody Rhodes and the American Nightmare. They faced off against The Rock, the Final Boss, and Roman Reigns in the most biggest tag team match of all time. This one ended with The Rock giving Cody Rhodes a rock bottom and a people's elbow for them to pull off the victory against Seth Rollins' team. And the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns and the Final Boss ended up victorious on the Saturday night main event show, which means for the Sunday main event of the WWE Championship match with Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, it is now bloodline rules. So we get to WrestleMania Sunday, and it'll be Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus Karrion Kross and the Final Testament in a 6-man tag match that was also a Philadelphia street fight. This was awesome because the special guest referee was Bubba Ray Dudley. He even puts on the glasses at one point and looks at Karrion Kross and just about to slap him in the face, and then he points at the Street Profits and he goes, "Get the tables!" So Bobby Lashley and Street Profits were able to put these guys through a couple of tables and get the victory over the Final Testament. And then we also had the World Heavyweight Championship match. This is how they started off night 2 of WrestleMania, as it was Drew McIntyre versus the champion Seth freaking Rollins. This was probably one of the best matchups of the whole night as well, as these two were going back and forth, it seemed like. But unfortunately, with Seth competing the night before, not being at 100%, Drew was able to get the victory and become your new World Heavyweight Champion. But after the match is what people are more talking about, because CM Punk was actually on commentary. So Drew McIntyre goes up to Punk after the match and starts rubbing it in his face, and he wants to tell him, "Hey, look, I'm the new champion, yeah, da-da-da-da," and Punk doesn't like it. So what does Punk do? Punk ends up hitting him, knocking him down, then he takes his elbow brace and hits him across the face with it, and I was like, ooh, Drew, you shouldn't have done that. And then all of a sudden, Senior Money in the Bank, Damian Priest, after losing his tag team championships earlier the night before, the next night at WrestleMania, he comes in and cashes in the Money in the Bank briefcase to knock out and pin Drew McIntyre and become your new World Heavyweight Champion. Talk about crazy turn of events. Can't believe this happened, but it was going to happen eventually. You got to turn in that briefcase sometime within the year after you win it. So he picked the perfect time, and now Damian Priest is your new World Heavyweight Champion. And then not only that, guys, we had LA Knight versus AJ Styles. Epic matchup of personal proportions. LA Knight gets his first ever victory in his first ever WrestleMania matchup against AJ Styles. I love LA Knight. I think he's the next megastar for WWE, and I cannot wait to see what else he comes up with and what other matches are ahead in his future. You know what I'm saying? With everybody saying it, LA Knight, yeah! And up next, guys, we're also going to talk about the WWE Women's Championship match as Bayley faced off against Iko Sky in their matchup. And this was pretty tough. Sky landed a couple of really, really good moonsaults, but at the end of the day, your 2024 Women's Royal Rumble champion, Bayley, was able to pull off the upset and become your new WWE Women's Champion. So congratulations to Bayley. And then we get to the United States Championship match. That's right. Triple threat, baby, as Logan Paul had to defend his title, his championship, against Randy Orton, the Viper, and KO Kevin Owens. One of my favorite matches of the night. Love all three of these guys, and Logan Paul was able to pull out the victory over these guys after a couple of surprise RKOs and stunners. Logan Paul, still the high flyer, the big winner that he is, was able to win the matchup. So congratulations to him on retaining that United States Championship. And then we get to the big one. That's right, everybody, the big main event for the WWE Championship match. Your Tribal Chief Roman Reigns versus the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. Loving this matchup. This one was epic. I could not believe the entrances. I could not believe the fighting, the back and forth in this one. And then all of a sudden it gets real interesting. As Cody Rhodes was gaining momentum, all of a sudden Jimmy Uso enters the match. Remember, this match is bloodline rules, so anything goes. So Jimmy Uso delivers a super kick to Cody Rhodes, and then all of a sudden Jey Uso's music hits, and he comes down to the ring to take out his brother, talking about yeet, with Jimmy trying to say no yeet, and they both just ended up taking out each other, jumping off of the stage, through some tables, taking each other out of the matchup, and then all of a sudden Roman and Cody are back at it again in the ring, and Solo Sikoa comes in and interferes in the matchup right as Cody Rhodes is about to deliver a crossroads to Roman Reigns. He gets a Samoan spike, and you're thinking, oh, here we go again. And after that, Cody kicks out of the pin cover by Roman. So then they do a double team. The spear and the spike from Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns on Cody Rhodes. And he kicks out again. And this was epic, and you knew something else was about to happen. And John Cena's music hits, and he comes running down the ramp to take out Solo Sikoa for the American Nightmare. Because it's Bloodline rules, anything goes. He takes out Solo Sikoa outside the ring. He picks up Roman Reigns on his shoulders and delivers the AA. I couldn't believe it. It was awesome. Was he done there? Oh no, John Cena wasn't, man. He goes on the outside of the ring. He picks up Solo Sikoa and puts him through the announcing table with an AA. And then The Rock's music hits. And the final boss is heading towards the ring to take out John Cena. Delivers the rock bottom to John Cena in the middle of the ring, and you're thinking, oh great, Cody's screwed. The Rock's in the ring. He takes off the belt. He's about to beat Cody Rhodes with it. And then the Shield music goes off. And you're like, oh crap, here comes Seth freaking Rollins to help out Cody Rhodes, right? And then he doesn't see him coming from behind him with the chair. And Roman Reigns ends up saving The Rock because he takes out Seth Rollins. The Rock doesn't get hit with the chair. And now The Rock turns back to Rhodes, where he's going to beat him with this belt right in front of his mama as he's calling out Mama Rhodes. It's bad. It's looking bad. And then all of a sudden, dum, the lights go black. It is dark, and you know someone is about to step in this ring. The Undertaker shows up. The Rock is losing his mind. He cannot believe it as the Undertaker choke slams the hell out of The Rock in the middle of the ring. The lights go out, and then boom. It's just Roman and Cody Rhodes left in the ring as they battled it out. Cody Rhodes was able to deliver 3 crossroads to Roman Reigns and become your new WWE champion, knocking off the Tribal Chief and his long reign as WWE champion. Congratulations to Roman Reigns on such a historic run as champion. He has solidified himself as one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, in my opinion. But how about Cody Rhodes, man? The biggest main event of WrestleMania, and the American Nightmare pulls it off, baby. I can't believe it. It was epic. One of the best WrestleManias I've ever seen. So guys, thank you for checking out the show. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Leave some comments and tell me what you guys think, man. I hope you love this special edition, WrestleMania 40 edition of Tim Reynolds Show. Hope you all have a great day. Peace.